This video is just going to be another look at functions, and what we have here on the screen, as you can see, is an employee spreadsheet. It lists out some employees, and what's missing here is the position and the salary of each employee. So what I'm going to do before I actually write my function is I'm going to put some functionality into the worksheet to show me to allow the user to select in each one of these cells the proper positions. If I go to my data sheet here, you can see the different employee positions, and you can see the salary start rate that they have there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the Data tab, I'm going to come to Data Validation, and I'm going to come to List. And what I want is basically a list that gives the user, as they enter positions, options of which positions to select. So I'm going to come down here and click on Source, and we'll come over, we'll go to the data sheet, and to select all of this, and then hit OK. And what you're going to see is that I can come here and I can select any one of the options that are here on the data sheet. Now I can copy and I can come in and paste. I don't want to paste the formulas or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Paste Special, and I'm going to paste the formats. Or excuse me, not the formats, the validation. So what that does is copy that validation from that one cell all the way down. And so I have that combo box there, or whatever that is, on each one of my employees where I copy that to. Now what I want to, I'm going to delete that for just a second, because even though I delete the values, the validation is still there. Now we're going to work on a function to put here in the salary column. So I'm going to write a function, and I'm going to call it getSalary. And in order for this function to work, I'm going to have a position passed to it, and it's going to be a string, and I'm going to give back currency, or basically what I'm going to be giving back is the salary. So I'm going to need a counter for my rows. I'm going to start looping on row 1. And I'm looking in column 1, and I'm going to loop until I find a row that has the same value in it as my current position variable does that got passed to me. And then getSalary, which is the variable that is implicitly created when I create my function, is going to be equal to whatever is in column 2 of whatever row I found that same thing on. So now if we come back here, go ahead and hit save here so we don't lose anything. And we'll go ahead and put a position here real quick. We'll just start off with an associate. Remember, I have several different options for inserting functions and things like that. I'm just going to come here and type equal, and if I start get, there we go, there's getSalary. Now notice it doesn't give me any prompts here, but if I click on the function button, it tells me, hey, I want a position, which I know, and it's going to be right there. That's going to be $55,000 for the associate. Notice if we change it to a senior manager, that salary is going to change. So that function gets recalled every time. So now I can just go ahead and copy this formula down. 0 because we haven't given them a position, and as soon as we give them a position, it goes ahead and fills in the salary there. So just to review, here we have our function. We have to name it function. Because it is a function, it has to be called from somewhere else. It has to be called either from another program or it has to be called from Excel. This function has an argument, so it has to have a string passed to it when it starts in order for it to run, and it's going to return a currency value, and in order to return it I have to set a variable that is named the same as this that I don't declare because it's implicitly declared, and I'm going to put a value in it here. One way to test this without going to Excel call get salary. Notice when I'm using it in VBA, it prompts me for what I need, my position. And when I run this, you notice it passed associate to current position. And comes back and passes me the value.